Last night, Oklahoma brought out the big bats, scoring 14 runs to defeat the Bees 14-8. The 14 runs the most surrendered by the Salt Lake pitching staff in a game this year. So the Bees at 24-17, able to retain a half-game lead over second-place Portland in the Pacific North. The Beavers also losing last night to Memphis 2-1 on a walk-off home run by Timo Perez in the bottom of the ninth. Tacoma also lost as they fell to Nashville 7-4. The Rainiers are 3.5 back. Colorado Springs brings up the rear, but they beat New Orleans yesterday 7-3, and they're only 7.5 games off the pace. For the Oklahoma RedHawks, they bring up the rear in the American South. Albuquerque leads by 2.5 over Round Rock. The Zephyrs are 6.5 back, and Oklahoma at 17-25 are 11.5 games back, but they're buoyed by these consecutive wins over the Bees, their first back-to-back road wins of the 2006 season. The pitching matchup for today's game for the Bees, it'll be right-hander Stephen Shell, who has been without a decision in his 4 appearances so far. And for the Oklahoma RedHawks, it's the number 1 prospect in the Texas organization, according to Baseball America, Edinson Volquez. His record is 3-3. When we come back, we'll take a closer look at what happened last night here in Salt Lake City after this on ESPN 1230.
Before you try McDonald's premium roast coffee and a warm-tasting McGriddles breakfast sandwich, there's something you should know. These 2 items have a way of bringing everything into life-affirming focus. Take Megan.
Hi.
Megan had a fresh brewed premium roast and McGriddles for the first time today.
And that's when I found out I'm a talented singer-songwriter and a natural blonde.
Well, she is a singer-songwriter.
I'm going to start every day this way.
McGriddles and premium roast coffee, richer and bolder than our previous blend. Wake up and smell your life.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, I didn't actually write that.
I participate in McDonald's.
It's back, and the sequel is even hotter than the original. It's Honda's Spring into Action 2 sales event at Plaza Cycle. Honda's blockbuster sales event returns with more thrills, more savings, and more action than ever. Starring Honda's off-road competition bikes, the CRF 450X and the CRF 250X. This time, the story includes 0 down payment, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2007 upon approved credit with your Honda card. And how about this for a plot twist? Take advantage of $150 in bonus bucks with select 2005 models and get $500 in factory-to-dealer incentives on select CRF models. Spring into Action 2. Now playing at Plaza Cycle, 1379 West, 3300 South, Salt Lake. Hurry in. You've got to move fast or get left behind. After 9 months, minimum fixed monthly payment of 2.5% original balance, 18.9% fixed APR through GE Money Bank. Bonus bucks and factory-to-dealer incentive good with purchase on selected models. Proper goods to 53106. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. We all know Utah is a great sports state. Siegfried & Jensen is a proud sponsor of virtually all of Utah's professional teams. The Jazz, the Bees, the Blaze, the Grizzlies, and Real Soccer. In sports, winning is important. The same is true if you've been injured in an accident. To help ensure victory if you've been injured, you need a winning legal team on your side. Call us at Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field. A wild one here last night with Oklahoma taking the lead in the first inning. Casey Olenberger retired the first 2 batters he faced, but then walked Adam Heisdu to put a runner at first with 2 out for Jason Botts. No balls, 1 strike the pitch. Botts swings and lines one up the alley in right center field. Racing over to get it, Gorneau. It's going to roll to the wall. That will allow Heisdu to come around third and score the first run of the ball game. It's an RBI double for Jason Botts, and it's 1-0 Oklahoma. But the Bees would come back in the bottom of the first inning. Reggie Willits would walk, steal second base, putting him in scoring position for Howie Kendrick. Now Diaz ready. Again the 3-2 pitch. Swinging the ground ball fair inside the bag at first and down the right field line. Here comes Willits around third with a tying run. Kendrick into second base with an RBI double. And we're all tied at 1-1. Nick Gorneau within reach on an infield single. Kendrick coming around to score on an error by the pitcher Diaz. And the Bees had a 2-1 lead. They would extend that lead in the second inning. Adam Paskovich, who had gone 0 for his last 26, snapped that skid with a home run to left field, his 4th of the year, to make it 3-1 Salt Lake. Then, with Ryan Buddy at the plate, he was grazed in the left forearm by a pitch. Casey Smith singled. A fielder's choice retired Buddy at the plate. Wild pitch by the starter, Jose Diaz. Put runners at second and third with 2 out. Nick Gorneau walked to load the bases for Kendry Morales. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Swung on line, left center field, base hit. In from third, Smith. Willett being waved around by Harper. He scores. Into third base is Willett, and the throw to second base gets away, and Morales is safe there. He was dead to rights at second base, but the throw got away. It's a 2-run single for Kendry Morales, and the Bees now lead it 5-1. But the RedHawks would come roaring back. A 2-run home run by Jason Botts in the third made it a 5-3 ball game. Then with 2 out and nobody on in the fourth inning, Tom Gregorio singled. Freddie Guzman walked, bringing up Joaquin Arias to face Casey Olenberger. Olenberger ready, the pitch. Swung on and lifted towards left center field. A long run for Pavkovich. Going back, he won't get to it as it one-hops the wall. Gregorio in. Guzman will score behind him on a 2-run double by Joaquin Arias. And this game is all tied up at 5-5. But it did not stay tied for long, as in the fourth inning, bottom half of the fourth inning, with 1 out, Reggie Willett singled, stole second base, and with 2 out, Nick Gorneau brought him home. Well, one of the best ways to snap out of a slump is give a hitter like Gorneau in this situation the green light on 3-0. Let's see if that's the case here. The pitch. It is, and he punches one into right field, a base hit. Here comes Willits around third. Lance Nick comes up going to the plate, and it's not going to be in time. Throw back to second, and Gorneau is safe. It's an RBI single for Nick Gorneau, and the Bees regain the lead, 6-5. So 6-5 the score there. And then in the top of the sixth inning, the RedHawks came back and took the lead for good. Former Stinger Jamie Burke homered to lead off the inning, and that made it a tie game at 6. Jace Brewer singled, and then after 2 outs, he was at second base for Joaquin Arias. Olenberger, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air towards left. Pavkovich going back. It's up there, it's out there, and it's gone. Just over the railing and left. A 2-run home run by Joaquin Arias. And now the RedHawks lead it by a score of 8-6. So 8-6 in favor of Oklahoma. The Bees would get a run on a bases loader, a first and third error. That allowed Reggie Willett to score. And that made it a 1-run game at 8-7, but Oklahoma would get their 2-run lead back in the 7th on an RBI single by Jamie Burke. The Bees on a sacrifice fly by Adam Pavkovich would get the game back to within 1, but then Oklahoma would break the game wide open with a 5-run ninth, highlighted by a 3-run home run by Jamie Burke, who drives in 5 runs for the game. As Oklahoma beats Salt Lake by a score of 14-8. We'll be back to check the other scores around baseball on this Sunday afternoon right after this on ESPN 1230.
In my mind, I envision delicately crunchy greens, warm orange-glazed chicken, crisp snow peas nestled next to tender edamame and sweet, succulent mandarin oranges. My mind drifts as I add rich, ripe red peppers, toasted almonds, and finish it all off with a light sesame ginger dressing. Newman's Own low-fat variety. McDonald's new Asian salad, one of 4 premium salads, is now a delicious reality. I'm loving it at participating McDonald's.
So, how's your garage life? At Checker Auto Parts, ours is terrific. We work on our cars just like you, and we use stuff like floor jacks, ratchets, air compressors, generators, and all kinds of cordless power tools. Why do I own a special jack just for my motorcycle? Because I can, and so can you. So come to Checker. If you need a better garage life, guess what? We got it. Checker, we got it.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and
tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med1 today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold Maintenance Program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field. Time now for our first look at the Abra scoreboard. Windshield chips or cracks got you down? Let the specialist at Abra take the worry out of your glass replacement or repair. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule your appointment. In the Pacific Coast League, Nelson Cruz is at his 10th home run of the year, and Nashville in the first has taken a 3-0 lead over Tacoma. New Orleans has scored 5 runs, and they're still batting in the top of the second at Colorado Springs, leading the Sky Sox 5-0. Tucson leads at Round Rock 3-0. The Express batting in the bottom of the second. Memphis batting in the bottom of the second at home, leading Portland 3-1. John Knott with his 9th home run of the year, accounting for the Beavers' run. Las Vegas at Albuquerque, no score. The Isotopes batting in the bottom of the first. Later on, Omaha is at Sacramento, and Fresno hosts Iowa. One game in the National League. Later on, Arizona hosts Atlanta. The Diamondbacks trying to make it 3 in a row over the Braves. In interleague play, they're in the top of the 9th at Washington. The Nationals lead Baltimore 3-1. In the bottom of the 9th at Cleveland, the Indians and Pittsburgh are tied 2-2. After 6 innings at Philadelphia, the Phillies with an 8-3 lead over the Red Sox. Ryan Howard and Bobby Abreu have homered for the Phillies. Kevin Youkilis and Mike Lowell have gone deep for the Red Sox. In the bottom of the 6th at Milwaukee, the Brewers trail Minnesota 3-1. In the bottom of the 6th inning at Houston, the Astros 3, Texas 0. Morgan Ensberg with his 14th home run of the year for the Astros. In Chicago, in the bottom of the 7th inning, the White Sox lead the Cubs 3-2. All of the runs have been on solo homers. Paul Konerko with his 10th and 11th for the White Sox. A.J. Pierzynski his second. Aramis Ramirez has gone deep twice for the Cubs. After 6 innings at Kansas City, the Royals trail St. Louis 4-2. Albert Pujols with his major league leading 22nd home run of the year. In the bottom of the 2nd inning in Denver, Colorado leads Toronto 5-0. Later on, San Francisco is at Oakland. Seattle hosts San Diego. The Angels take on the Dodgers. And gee, what a shock. ESPN Sunday night game happens to be the Yankees and the Mets. As Aaron Small, the former Stinger, goes for New York, for the Yankees that is. Tom Glavine for the Mets, 2 finals in already. Detroit shuts out Cincinnati 1-0. A combined 3-hitter for Fernando Rodney and Todd Jones. And Tampa Bay blanks Florida by a score of 3-0. Scott Kazmir outduels Dontrell Willis, Kazmir, and Ty Walker on a 4-hitter. And that's a look at your average scoreboard. We'll come back and give you the starting lineup for today's game right after this on ESPN 1230.
When you take your family out and get a great deal on a big, delicious breakfast, that's getting your Denny's worth. Denny's 3 new Supreme Bowl breakfasts are just $5.99. Denny's Ultimate Bowl starts with country fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and cheese sauce. Then we layer ham and mushrooms, chopped onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. You'll also love Denny's 2 sausage and cheddar bowls, or the ham and Swiss bowl, each with bacon, sausage, and pancakes. At just $5.99, that's how to get your Denny's worth.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Whether you need a new refrigerator or you want to redecorate the family room, you'll find exactly what you need at R.C. Willey. Of course, you know that R.C. Willey has the area's largest selection of furniture, major appliances, flooring, and electronics. But you may not know that R.C. Willey also has everything you need to relax or entertain outdoors. Choose from a large variety of patio sets, lawn mowers, and barbecue grills. This season, R.C. Willey has everything you need for your home and patio. R.C. Willey, one place, so many possibilities.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
Time to get ready for today's game by giving you the starting lineups brought to you by Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day. For the visiting Oklahoma RedHawks, the interim manager, Mike Crumley, leading off the shortstop, Joaquin Arias. Batting second, the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Hitting third, the designated hitter, Jason Botts. Batting cleanup and catching, Jamie Burke. Hitting fifth, the right fielder, Lance Nix. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Rashad Eldridge. Hitting seventh and playing third base, Chase Brewer. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Nick Kresniak. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Freddie Guzman. Pitching for the RedHawks will be right-hander Edinson Volquez. For the homestanding Salt Lake Bees, managed by Brian Harper, leading off the center fielder, Reggie Willits. Batting second, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Hitting third and playing right field, Nick Gorneau. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Kendry Morales. Hitting fifth and catching, Jeff Mathis. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Mike Elward. Hitting seventh and playing left field, Curtis Pride. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Adam Pavkovich. And hitting ninth, the shortstop, Brian Specht. Pitching for the Bees will be right-hander Stephen Shell. Just a reminder that if the Bees pitching staff combines to strike out 10 or more batters at a 9-inning game today, Cal Solio Distributors and Kendall Oil will donate $125 to the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Utah. Kendall Super D 3-engine oil, designed to give you what you need. 3 times so far this year, the Bees pitching staff has combined to strike out 10 or more, and so that means so far $375 donated to the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Utah. It's the Bees and the RedHawks wrapping up a 4-game series here at Franklin Covey Field. We'll be back with today's first pitch right after this timeout. Youth in the on-deck circle on ESPN 1230.
This has been the On Deck Circle, a comprehensive look at today's game. The first pitch is right around the corner, so stay tuned. Salt Lake Bees baseball is coming up next on your home for the Salt Lake Bees, ESPN 1230 AM.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Classic baseball is back. The Salt Lake Bees. Now get a family pass to see the Bees this season for an incredible $199. That's only $276 per game for your entire immediate family. Call 325-BASE to get your family pass. The Salt Lake Bees. Classic baseball is back.
Before you try McDonald's premium roast coffee and a warm-tasting McGriddles breakfast sandwich, there's something you should know. These 2 items have a way of bringing everything into life-affirming focus. Take Megan.
Hi.
Megan had a fresh brewed premium roast and McGriddles for the first time today.
And that's when I found out I'm a talented singer-songwriter and a natural blonde.
Well, she is a singer-songwriter.
I'm going to start every day this way.
McGriddles and premium roast coffee, richer and bolder than our previous blends. Wake up and smell your life.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, I didn't actually write that.
At participating McDonald's.
Hi, Stock Exchange? Hi. Can I speak with a bell ringer? Yeah, the person who rings that morning bell. Oh, well, I have an announcement to make. Oh, see, I need to tell everyone on the exchange floor that I'm selling my home. Yeah, that's right, I'm selling my home. Oh, well, I need the Dow to stay up. Give those stockbrokers a little added motivation to keep the economy moving so my home will sell faster. Well, it can't hurt.
Okay, so you can't influence the economy, but choosing a Coldwell Banker residential brokerage agent will help you get the best price for your home, no matter what the market conditions are. Coldwell Banker agents are the most well-trained real estate professionals in the business. They're at the cutting edge of local and national market trends. They use the most advanced marketing tools in the industry, and they specialize in strategically positioning your home so it sells on your terms. Get every advantage when you sell your home.
Yep, still me. Still holding for that bell ringer person.
Call a Coldwell Banker professional in your neighborhood or visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
The starting pitchers are ready. The lineups have been exchanged. And the hot dogs are ready to go. It's time to play ball. Salt Lake Bees baseball is on the air. Now let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
And once again, a very good afternoon to you, and welcome to Salt Lake Bees baseball on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon here in Salt Lake City. It's the Bees and the RedHawks wrapping up this 4-game series. Again, Salt Lake in need of a win to avoid suffering their first series loss here at home. Brian Harper exchanging lineups with the umpiring crew, and with former Stingers manager Mike Brumley, who's been the interim skipper for Oklahoma during this series. Mike Bolanger, the regular manager for the RedHawks, had to have LASIK surgery to repair a detached retina on Wednesday and was unable to make the road trip. Scott Service, the former big league catcher, who is now part of the Rangers organization, will be the manager for the Oklahoma Ball Club in Colorado Springs. The RedHawks then go to New Orleans. It appears that Mike Brumley will then rejoin the team for that series, and then Mike Bolanger should be able to take over once again the next time the RedHawks return home, as this is the first of 3 legs on a 12-game road trip for Oklahoma. So the Bees getting ready to take the field here on this Sunday afternoon. Let's take them around to their positions defensively. Curtis Pride is in left. Reggie Willits in center. Nick Corneau is in right. Adam Pavkovich at third. Brian Specht at short. Howie Kendrick at second. And Kendry Morales is at first. A battery of Stephen Shell pitching and Jeff Mathis catching. Before we get our ball game underway, though, on this Sunday afternoon, let's enjoy the singing of our national anthem to be performed today by Tamara Slight. Our national anthem prior to the start of today's game between the Bees and the Oklahoma RedHawks. Bees adorned in their home white uniforms with the black numerals and lettering trimmed in gold. Oklahoma wearing their black tops with the red shoulder stripes, white numerals and lettering. Stephen Shell taking the mound for the Bees, making his 5th appearance, his 4th start since coming up from AA Arkansas. In 23 innings, he's given up just 12 hits, 5 runs all earned. He has struck out 17 and walked 7. no hit batters or wild pitches, 4 home runs allowed. He's 0-1 with a 1.96 earned run average. The PCL batting 162 against Shell, but the Bees just haven't scored any runs for him in the games in which he has started. His first start for Salt Lake, he pitched 8 shutout innings and ended up on the short end of a 1-0 ball game. And it's kind of been that way ever since, although he wasn't involved in the decision on that particular day. So the Bees trying to earn a split in the series with a win here today. The New Orleans Zephyrs come in for a 4-game series beginning tomorrow. 6:30 tomorrow night, then 10:30 for the Tuesday morning, the annual Prevention Dimensions game for 5th and 6th graders all around the state. Then back to 6:30 on Wednesday and Thursday before the Bees hit the road for Memorial Day weekend in Las Vegas. So Steven Shell, 6'5", 190 in his 6th year, finishing up his warm-up tosses for a fastball around the 90-mile-per-hour area. Curveball, changeup, and a splitter. An original 3rd-round draft pick of the Angels in 2001. Leading things off will be the shortstop, Joaquin Arias. Arias batting .258, 3 doubles, 3 triples, 2 homers, and 17 runs batted in. And a double, a homer, and 4 RBI in last night's game. Overall, he's just 2 for 14 in this series. As the double and the home run last night were his first 2 hits. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. We're underway. Strike 1. He had actually gone 0 for his first 10 in the series before coming up with those 2 big hits last night for Oklahoma in their 14-8 win. Al Shell winds the 1-strike pitch. Swung on and looped foul back into the crowd behind the first base dugout. And the count on Arias is 0-2. Bees parent club, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, taking on the Dodgers, trying to salvage the final game of that series. That game's scheduled to start in about 5 minutes or so. Here's a swing and a 2-hopper to third. Up with it, Papkovich. The throw across on target and in time for out number 1. So Arias retired, 1 away, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Kinsler batting .233 on his injury rehab assignment with Oklahoma. 1 double, 1 homer, and 2 runs batted in. 5 for 13 in the series. He got off to a great start with the Rangers, batting .476 over his first 8 games. But then dislocated his left thumb. Now the first pitch to Kinsler. And it's a breaking ball, strike 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Bright sunshine, a bit of a breeze blowing in from right field. Seems there always is that case on a Sunday afternoon. Here's a pitch lined into right center field for a base hit. Corneau over to cut it off and hold Kinsler to a single. So 1 on, 1 out for the RedHawks here in the first, and that'll bring up Jason Botts, the designated hitter. Botts hitting .324, 12 doubles, a triple, 10 homers, 32 runs batted in. 5 for 9 with a pair of home runs in this series. RedHawks have scored in the first inning in each of the last 2 games. One on, 1 out. Shell's pitch to Botts. Swung on and popped up. Down the right field line, Corneau coming in. Kendrick going out. Howie with the call. In foul territory near the bullpen, makes the catch. 4 out number 2 is the wind. Try to push that ball back towards Kendrick, and also the wind pushed it back into foul territory. So 2 outs. Kinsler at first for Jamie Burt. Batting .262, 5 doubles, 5 homers, 20 runs batted in. 2 homers and 5 RBI last night. As he had a heck of a night last night. Solo homer, 3-run homer, and an RBI single for the former Stinger. Shell's pitch, and Burt takes a little bit low, ball 1. Kinsler faking a break off at first base. One ball, no strike to the right-hand batter. Burke with the Stingers in 2001 and 2002. Now the 1-0. Breaking ball low, ball 2. 2-0 the count on Burke. And the only series the Bees have lost this year was the second one of the season on the road at Las Vegas as they dropped 3 out of 4 to the 51s. They won the first game of this series, but the RedHawks have won the last two, 2-0 and 14-8. Now the 2-0 pitch to Burke. Off speed and over for a strike, and it's 2-1. Bees took the opener in this series, 5-1. 2 balls and a strike to count on Burke. 34-year-old right-handed batter out of Roseburg, Oregon. Shell with a step off and throw to first, and Kinsler dives back in safely. Two balls, 1 strike to count. Now Shell from the stretch ready. The 2-1 pitch to Burke. Fastball strike coming inside corner to knees, 2-2. Jamie questioning that call. He thought it was inside. Has a few words for the home plate umpire. So the count on Burke even at 2-2. The outfield a couple of steps around towards left. Now Shell from the stretch, the 2-2. Kinsler takes off, stops, pitches outside, throw to first, safe. Close play, but Kinsler got back in, standing up. And now the count on Burke is full at 3-2. So with 2 outs, Kinsler will automatically be on the move with this pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Shell from the stretch. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Kinsler goes, and it's fouled back into the screen. Still 3-2. Jared Weaver scheduled to go tomorrow night for the Bees. Nathan Bland will get the start, filling in for the injured Dustin Mosley on Tuesday. Now the 3-2 pitch again to Burke. Kinsler takes off, and it's looped in the right center field. Coming on Gorno. Will he get there? Stretches out and makes the backhanded catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Oklahoma nothing, and the Bees are coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
In my mind, I envision delicately crunchy greens, warm orange glazed chicken, crisp snow peas nestled next to tender edamame and sweet succulent mandarin oranges. My mind drifts as I add rich ripe red peppers, toasted almonds, and finish it all off with a light sesame ginger dressing. New Minzone, low-fat variety. McDonald's new Asian salad, one of 4 premium salads, is now a delicious reality. I'm loving it.
At participating McDonald's.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and serene tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beef steaks.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Go to the bottom of the first inning, no score defensively for Oklahoma. Rashad Eldridge in left, Freddie Guzman in center, and Lance Nix is in right. Chase Brewer at third, Joaquin Arias at short, Aram Balderas and not Ian Kinsler at second base. Nick Tresniak is over at first. The battery of Edinson Volquez pitching and Jamie Burke catching. For Volquez, this will be his 9th start for the RedHawks in 41 2/3 innings. He's given up 44 hits, 27 runs, 24 of them earned. He has struck out 39 and walked 29. 2 wild pitches, 3 hit batters, and 4 home runs allowed. Volquez 3-3 with a 5.18 earned run average. the PCL, batting .282 against right-hander Edinson Volquez. 6'1", 190 in his fifth year. Baseball America rates him as the number one prospect in the Texas organization. Reggie Willits to lead things off. Shows punt and takes a strike 0-1. Reggie 1 for 4 last night, but he scored 4 runs. Batting .301, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 1 homer, and 20 runs batted in. Volquez throws a mid to upper 90s fastball, a slider, and a changeup. The 0-1 pitch. Willett spins away from an inside pitch, and the count's even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Willits. Brewer in on the edge of the grass at third to guard against a potential bunt as Volquez delivers. Up high, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Willits 5 out of 11 in this series. Outfield way around towards left. The pitch. Willits bunts, pops it in the air, and it goes foul out of the reach of the third baseman, Brewer. And the count on Willits is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Volquez, 22 years old, from the Dominican Republic, signed as a non-drafted free agent in October of 2001 by Texas. Made his major league debut last year. The 2-2 pitch. And Willett swings and misses at a fastball. He struck him out, and there's 1 down here in the first. Here's Howie Kendrick, the second baseman, hitting .344, 10 doubles, 2 homers, and 14 runs batted in. 3 out of 12 in this series. Volquez pitch. Kendrick swings and fouls it back to the screen, strike 1. Struggled, though, in that major league debut last year. 6 appearances, 3 starts, was 0-4 with an ERA over 14. Now the 0-1 to Kendrick. Fastball high, ball 1. 1-1 the count. You can hear the wind rattling in our effects microphone here. The wind about 15 miles per hour or so blowing in from the south. Now Volquez ready, the 1-1. Fastball inside. Kendrick jumps back out of the way, ball 2. 2-1 the count to the right-hand batter. Now Volquez ready, the 2-1. Swinging a tap foul behind home plate. That evens the count at 2-2. Nick Cornell, the right fielder, due next. A win would not only give the Bees a split in the series, but it would tie up the all-time series as well as Kendrick fouls a fastball back. Oklahoma has 126. The Bees and Stingers and Buzz have 125 in their 51 meetings. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Kendrick. The outfield way around towards right. As Volquez delivers the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So back-to-back strikeouts for Volquez to start off the ball game. Here's Nick Corneau batting .286, 9 doubles, 3 triples, 5 homers, 28 runs batted in, 2 for 12 on RBI in this series. So 2 outs, base is empty. Volquez came in with 39 strikeouts in 41 and 2/3 innings, so almost a strikeout per inning pitched. As Corneau takes a changeup low and inside, ball 1. Corneau with a couple of runs batted in last night. The pitch swung on in line right at the first baseman, Nick Tresniak, who makes the shoulder-high catch to retire the side. The Bees are up and down in order, and at the end of 1, there's no score at Franklin Covey Field on ESPN 1230.
When you take your family out and get a great deal on a big, delicious breakfast, that's getting your Denny's worth. Denny's 3 new Supreme Bowl breakfasts are just $5.99. Denny's Ultimate Bowl starts with country fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and cheese sauce. Then we layer ham and mushrooms, chopped onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. You'll also love Denny's 2 sausage and cheddar bowls, or the ham and Swiss bowl, each with bacon, sausage, and pancakes. At just $5.99, that's how to get your Denny's worth.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
It's coming, and it's coming fast. The world's greatest riders on the world's fastest motorcycles, escaping danger at every turn. It's the AMA Superbike Championship at Miller Motorsports Park. Miller Motorsports Park delivers Utah onto the stage of world-class racing with the inaugural Honda Summit of Speed AMA Superbike Championship, presented by Parts Unlimited. See this thrilling race Friday, June 16th through Sunday, June 18th. See every hair-raising turn on the newest, longest, and finest racetrack ever built in North America. Plus, you'll witness AMA supermoto riders competing in a high-flying aerial assault that will have you holding your breath. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster or by calling 325-SEAT. That's 325-SEAT. The Honda Summit of Speed AMA Superbike Championship, June 16th through the 18th at the brand new Miller Motorsports Park in Tooele. It'll make your heart race. For more details, visit MillerMotorsportsPark.com.
We go to the second inning, no score here at Franklin County Field. It'll be Lance Dix, Rashad Eldridge, and Chase Brewer, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the Oklahoma batting order. Lance Dix batting .271, 7 doubles, 3 homers, 17 runs batted in, 3 out of 11 in this series with 1 RBI. No score after 1. The RedHawks with the only hit. Shell Warrington, the first pitch to Nix, is low and outside the left-hand batter. Ball 1. Shell in his last outing took the loss despite giving up only 1 run on 2 hits in 5 innings, walking 3 and striking out 3. The 1-0. Misses low, ball 2. That for Shell was his first outing after missing a start due to kidney stones. Was supposed to start the first game of the road trip at Omaha. Now the 2-0 pitch to Nix. Fastball strike in the outside corner at the knees, 2-1. Mike Brumley, the interim manager for Oklahoma, coaching at third, and longtime Major League outfielder Wayne Kirby coaching at first. Now Shell ready, the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shell was 1-2 at the time of his promotion from Arkansas. Still looking for that first AAA win, although he certainly has pitched well enough so far to earn one. Now the 2-2. Swung on, popped up foul, third base side. Papkovich gives chase, but the wind will push that one well back out of play. So the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next left-handed batter. Got off to a very slow start with the Ranger this year. That's why he's back at AAA. The 2-2 pitch. Change up high and away. Ball 3. Nix had just 3 hits and 32 at bats. That's an .094 average. Now the wind, the payoff pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air towards left. Curtis Pride drifting back over by the corner at the edge of the track, backpedaling, makes the catch for out number 1. The wind pushing that towards the corner and deeper, but Curtis able to stay with it and make the play. Here's Rashad Eldridge, the left fielder, hitting .231, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 10 runs batted in, 1 for 3 in this series. First pitch on the way to Eldridge, a fastball strike on the inside corner at the belt, 0-1. Don't forget, all kids 14 and under can stop by the Larry H. Miller Chevrolet location at 5650 South State Street in Murray and enter to win a chance to be the honorary bat kid at a Bees home game as Eldridge swings and misses, 0-2. Larry H. Miller Chevrolet. After all, you know this guy. 2 strikes on Eldridge. Now Shell's pitch. Swung on, shot past Henry Morales into right field, a base hit. Eldridge will take the turn and hold at first. A rocket, Morales diving to his right, unable to flag it down. And so Eldridge aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Chase Brewer hitting .230, 3 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 7 runs batted in, 2 for 7 in this series. second hit of the ball game for Oklahoma. They've both been one-out singles. Infield, double play depth behind Shell. Eldridge, good speed at first. He's 3 out of 6 in the stolen base department this year. And that draws a throw over from Shell. Bees with a loss yesterday, going to 24-17. First time they've been 7 games above 500 since May the 7th. They've been 8 to 10 games above since. Pitch to Brewer. Swung on, lofted in the air to right. Cornell has to come in as the wind knocks it down. He's there, and he'll make the letter high catch for the out. 2 down. Eldridge holds it first. That'll bring up Nick Tresniak, appearing for the first time in the series. The former Portland Beaver batting .238, 4 doubles, a homer, and 7 runs batted in. He was 6 for 12 with a double last year against Salt Lake pitching as a member of the Beavers. So 2 outs, a runner at first. Shell's pitch, and it's a little high, ball 1. First time this season that the Bees have lost consecutive home games with their defeats on Friday and Saturday. Now the 1-0. Change-up strike on the inside corner under the letters, 1-1. 4th time all season that they have dropped consecutive games. They've only lost 3 in a row once. That was April the 9th at Tacoma, followed by losses on April the 10th and 11th at Las Vegas. Throw to first base, and Eldridge is back. Now the Bees trying to turn things around here this afternoon. Now the 1-1 to Tresniak. Swung on and lifted foul. First base side. That's going to wind up on the roof. And the count on Tresniak is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bees will take the trip to Oklahoma City next year as part of that revolving schedule. Now Shell ready, the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner at the knees, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Oklahoma nothing, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
Himself to tell you about Papa John's specialty pizzas.
A specialty pizza with an unexpected taste. That's the way I like it. Choose any of our specialty pizzas like Hawaiian barbecue chicken, the works, the meat, or garden fresh. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Limited delivery area, charges may apply.
That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and serene tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Henry Morales, Jeff Mathis, and Mike Elward, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, 2 up in the Salt Lake batting order to face right-hander Edinson Volquez. Henry Morales hitting .307, 6 doubles, a triple, 5 homers, and 27 runs batted in. Henry has been on a tear as of late. First pitch swinging, lines one down the left field line. That's going to drop in fair and roll all the way to the corner. Morales takes the turn at first and is on to second base with a leadoff double. his 7th two-bagger of the year. Morales came into this ball game batting over 400, 463, 19 for 41 in his last 10 games. And he picks it up there with a double. That gives him a 5-game hitting streak. That'll bring up Jeff Mathis, the catcher, batting .311, 8 doubles, a homer, and 6 runs batted in. 3 for 9 in the series. So the go-ahead run on its second base with nobody out. Volquez ready, and the pitch to Mathis. Up high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Just a reminder that if the Bees player hits for the cycle here at home this season during a regulation 9-inning game, you could win $10,000 in the SMC Capital Management Hit for the Cycle contest, courtesy of Gary Gigi of SMC Capital Management. 1-0 pitch, a strike in the inside corner under the letters, 1-1. Register to win at the Franklin Covey Field Customer Service booth. And don't forget to check out www.retirementsource.net for more information on SMC Capital Management, Architects of Wealth. The 1-1 to Mathis. Swinging a ground ball right side. The second baseman, Aldear, is to his left, flags it down and throws him out. But Mathis hits it on the ground to the right side, moving Morales to third base. So the go-ahead run 90 feet away with one out for Mike Elward. The designated hitter batting .286, 1 double, 1 homer, and 3 runs batted in. 4 for 12 in this series. Infield in just a bit. Not all the way, and now they drop back. The pitch to Elward is low, ball 1. Angels underway, trailing the Dodgers 1-0 in the first. Irvin Santana getting the start for the Angels. The 1-0 pitch, fastball inside as Elward jumps back out of the way, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes the count. Morales the lead at third, the pitch. Swinging a ground foul over towards the Oklahoma dugout at third, and the count's 2-1. Ryan Harper, Bees manager, coaching over at third base with hitting coach Jim Eppert over at first. Two balls, 1 strike, the pitch. Strike, in under the letters, 2-2. Besides being rated by Baseball America as Texas' #1 prospect, they also rate him as having the best slider in the system. Now the 2-2 pitch. Fastball up and in, ball 3 as the RedHawks crept their infield in all the way around. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count on Elward. Outfield shaded towards right, the payoff pitch. He struck him out swinging. Third strikeout for Volquez, and there's 2 down here in the second. So it's up to Curtis Pride to deliver Morales with the first run. Curtis batting at even .300. 6 doubles, a homer, and 12 runs batted in. Pride 2 for 6 with a couple of RBI in this series. Pride 11 hits away from 1,200 in his minor league career. So Morales at third, 2 out. The infield drops back. Volquez with a runner at third, 2 out, will work from the windup. Pitch on the way. Pride takes inside, ball 1. Want to know the count on the veteran left-handed batter in his 21st professional season. Volquez, the 1-0. Fastball high and away, ball 2. 2-0 the count. 345 down the left field line, 315 down the right field stripe, 420 to straightaway center field. Now Volquez winds the 2-0. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 2-1. Morales led off the inning with a double. Mathis ground out to the right side, advanced into third, but Elwood struck out. And so Morales is there with 2 down. Volquez the 2-1. Making ball low, ball 3. Adam Patkovich would be next. Nice gathering here on a Sunday afternoon. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Pride. Swung on line, but slicing foul and out of play, hitting the facing of the upper deck. And now the count is full at 3-2. Pride out of the batter's box momentarily. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Volquez payoff pitch. Swung on and sliced foul into the upper deck behind the third base dugout. And so we'll do it again at 3-2. No score, bottom of the second inning here at Franklin Covey Field. Volquez ready, and again the 3-2 pitch. High ball 4, he walked him. First walk issued by Volquez, and so with runners at the corners and 2 out, it'll bring up Adam Patkovich. Hitting .203, 3 doubles, 4 homers, 10 runs batted in. Snapped an 0-for-26 kid with a second inning solo homer yesterday. Although that still leaves him with just 1 hit in his last 29 at-bats. But maybe that will be the sign of a turnaround. He also drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. So runners at the corners, 2 out. First pitch to Patkovich is high, ball 1. Adamson, Volquez. Now back working from the stretch. Pride at first, 7 out of 8 in the stolen base department this year. Now Volquez ready, the 1-0. Patkovich takes a breaking ball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. A gorgeous afternoon. A sea of azure blue above, dotted by fleecy white clouds. Some folks enjoying the sunshine out on the berms in left and right field. A 1-1 pitch to Patkovich. Up a little high with a fastball, 2-1. Volquez last year pitched at single A, double A, and the big league, skipping over Oklahoma. Two and one on Patkovich, trying to knock home the go-ahead run here in the second. Morales at third, Pride at first with 2 out. Volquez pitch, swung on, popped up foul, first base side. Tresniak gives chase, but it's about 5 rows deep beyond the first base dugout. So the count now 2-2 on Patkovich. Adam out of the box momentarily before stepping back in. Now Volquez ready. The 2-2 pitch to Patkovich. Swing a little bouncer on 1 hop to the mound. Up with it Volquez, the throw to first. And now the umpires saying, wait a minute. And apparently they may have called a balk on that one against Volquez. I think that's what they've done. They must have called a balk as Morales scores on the play and Pride is at second base. And now the third base umpire indicating to Volquez what it was that he did. And now Mike Crumley goes out and he'll want an explanation. Well, the Bees will take a run any way they can get it. And it's a balk charged to Volquez that brings it in. That's the first balk called against a pitcher for the RedHawks this year. So runner at second base, 2 out, and the count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So a break for the Bees there as they take a 1-0 lead on the Bucs. So runner at second now with 2 out. Volquez ready. The pitch. Breaking ball, just a little bit low, ball 3. Fills the count on Pavkovich at 3-2 with Brian Speck to next. Pavkovich waving that bat out over the plate. Volquez ready, the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that retires the side. 4th strikeout for Volquez. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We go to the third. Bees 1, Oklahoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
When you take your family out and get a great deal on a big, delicious breakfast, that's getting your Denny's worth. Denny's 3 new Supreme Bowl breakfasts are just $5.99. Denny's Ultimate Bowl starts with country fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and cheese sauce. Then we layer ham and mushrooms, chopped onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. You'll also love Denny's 2 sausage and cheddar bowls, or the ham and Swiss bowls, each with bacon, sausage, and pancakes. At just $5.99, that's how to get your Denny's worth.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Athletes can't perform on an empty stomach.
Strike 1.
The Old Spaghetti Factory is the perfect place for your pregame and postgame feasts, team parties, and more. Fill up on our delicious homemade mouth-watering dishes. No one speaks the international language of yum like the Old Spaghetti Factory. Serving the best memories in town. It's the perfect place for any occasion. And now, featuring the amazing adventures of Wally the Trolley for our guests 10 and younger. Catch a ride with Wally and his trolley trio as they explore the world. Sign up for our kids club at www.osf.com. It's safe, simple, fun, and on your next birthday, lunch is on us. Conveniently located to serve you in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem. Good food, good fun, and deliciously complete meals. The Old Spaghetti Factory is where to wind up. The Old Spaghetti Factory in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem.
All right, we go to the third inning. It's 1-0 in favor of the Bees. Freddie Guzman, Joaquin Arias, and Aaron Baldier is due up. The 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for the RedHawks order. Freddie Guzman batting .179 since joining the RedHawks from Portland. 1 double, 2 runs batted in. He had been hitting .274 for the Beavers. First pitch swinging, he lines one into right center field, the base hit. Willits over to cut it off. Guzman's going to try for 2. Here's the throw, the slide, and he is safe. Now out as he overslid the bag. He turned it on, tried to stretch a routine single into a double. His head first slide had him in there, but then his slide came up off the bag. Eight-six on the putout, and there's 1 down here in the third. We'll double check with the score, but I believe he gets a double on that. Here's a pitch grounded to third, pass the diving Pavkovich into left field. Joaquin Arias aboard with a 1-out single, hit number 4 for the RedHawks. Time now for our third inning update of the average scoreboard. As Aaron Balderas comes to the plate, he's singled to right his first time up. Nashville 5, Tacoma 1. Rainier's batting in the top of the 4th in the Music City. Arias, the lead at first base, the pitch. Swung on and looped foul out of play down the first base side for strike 1. At Colorado Springs in the 5th, New Orleans leads the Sky Sox 6-2. Tucson 5, Round Rock 2 in the 5th in Texas. At Memphis in the 5th, Portland and the Redbirds are tied 3-3. John Knott with a pair of home runs for the Beavers. He'll one to Balderas. The runner takes off. Fastball inside. Mathis throw bounces in. And safe at second base is Arias with a stolen base. He got a great jump on that one. Mathis didn't have much of a shot at all to throw him out. For Arias, that's his 12th stolen base of the year, tying him with Nashville's Jermaine Clark for fourth in the league. There's a three-way tie for first between Oklahoma's Freddie Guzman, the Bees' Reggie Willits, and former Bee Eric Ibar. Now the 1-1 to Balderas. Foul backing out of play. That one winds up rattling around a sweep, and the count's 1-2. Las Vegas 3, Albuquerque nothing. 51's batting in the top of the fourth at Isotope Park. Omaha 1, Sacramento 1 in the second inning at Raleigh Field in Sacramento. Later on, Fresno hosts Iowa. 1-2 the count on Balderas in the National League. Atlanta did not score in the top of the first. The Diamondbacks getting set to bat. Balderas shaking up a little bit. I don't know what he did. He might have hurt himself on that swing. Trainer Lee Slagle out to check him out. They're in the top of the ninth at Philadelphia. The Phillies leading the Red Sox 10-5. At Chicago, the bad guys lead the good guys 7-4. Cubs scoring 4 runs in the eighth to take the lead. The last two to put them out in front. Coming on a home run by former Buzzman Jock Jones. And apparently Balderas won't be able to continue, as he's shaken up a bit. I don't know what happened to him, but he just didn't look right at home plate there after that swing. That's now a final. Cubs 7, White Sox 4, but the Southsiders take 2 out of 3 in that series. Had to give the Cubs 1 win, otherwise they won't play anymore. After 7.5 in Milwaukee, the Brewers 5, Minnesota 3. In the ninth at Kansas City, the Cardinals lead the Royals 9-3. Albert Pujols with his 22nd home run of the year for the Cardinals. At Denver in the fifth, the Rockies 5, Toronto 3. After 2 in Seattle, the Mariners 8, the Padres 1. The M's with an 8-run second, home runs in the inning by Raul Ibanez and Carl Everett. After 3 at Oakland, it's San Francisco 1 and the A's nothing. Dodgers scored 5 runs in the first off of Irvin Santana. The Dodgers 5, the Angels nothing. Andre Ethier with his 3rd home run. Tom Gregorio now is going to pick up the at-bat. For Balderas, and that will, I'm sure, cause a bit of a rotation defensively for Oklahoma when we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. So Gregorio inherits a 1-2 count with a runner at second base. And 1 out, the pitch. Line drive, center field. Willits to his right is there, makes the catch, and Arias will have to hold at second base. So 2 outs. That'll bring up Jason Botts, who fouled out to the second baseman Kendrick his first time up. So the tying run for the RedHawks in scoring position at second base with 2 outs. Yankees and Mets are later on tonight at Shea. The pitch. Botts takes a little bit high, ball 1. Detroit shut out Cincinnati 1-0 in 10 innings. Cleveland beats Pittsburgh 3-2. Tampa Bay shut out Florida 3-0, and Houston blanked Texas 5-0. A 1-0 pitch to Botts. Fastball high, 2-0 the count. Here it's 1-0 D's in the 3rd, but the RedHawks have the potential tying run at second base with 2 outs. Now Shell ready, the 2-0. Breaking ball low, ball 3. 3-0 the count on Botts with Jamie Burke due next. Botts, big, strong, left-handed batter, listed at 6'5", 250. Shell's 3-0 pitch. Fastball into the letters, a strike 3-1. Yesterday's game, counting the postseason, was the 1800th game in franchise history. Now Shell ready, the 3-1 to Botts. Into the dirt, gets away from Mathis. The runner goes to third. The throw not in time. And it'll likely be a walk. Well, it is a walk, but a wild pitch that allows Arias to take third base. So now the tying run is 90 feet away with the go-ahead run at first for Jamie Burke. Right out to Nick Gorno and right his first time up. See how they rule it. So runners at first and third, 2 out. And Jamie Burke, the batter. So Burke at the plate with runners at the corners, 2 outs. Shell ready from the stretch, the pitch. Curveball strike at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Infield, back to outfield, a couple of steps around towards left as Shell delivers the 0-1. Swung on, lofted in the air towards left. Curtis Pride backing up on it. He's there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. No runs on 2 hits. 2 runners left on base. We go now to the bottom of the third. He's 1, Oklahoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
Salt Lake City Credit Union is a guaranteed home run with personalized service and the best rates in town. Salt Lake City Credit Union offers a full menu of financial services, including business services and SBA loans, mortgages, free checking and debit cards, auto loans, and online banking. With 7 locations throughout the valley, they're big enough to provide you with everything you need from a financial institution, and they're small enough to give you the friendly, individualized service you deserve. You owe it to yourself to have an account at Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day.
Eligibility and membership required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you have me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Right here, the changes defensively for Oklahoma. Tom Gregorio stays in the ball game and catches. Jamie Burke goes from catcher to third base. Brewer, the third baseman, goes to second to replace Paul Beerus, who came out of the ball game. Ryan Speck takes high, ball 1. Speck playing for the first time in over a week because of back spasms. Making his first appearance, obviously, in this series. He takes a strike at the knees, 1-1. So Burke, Arias, Brewer, Tresniak, the infield third to first for the RedHawks. As Speck rounds one right side, backhanded by Tresniak, the flip to the pitcher covering, and he was there a little late, but Volquez just gets there ahead of Speck for the out. 1 away. That'll bring up Reggie Willett, who struck out swinging his first time up. One to nothing Bees here in the bottom of the third. Volquez has so far had much better control than he's had in his last three outings, walking 6, 5, and 7 in each of his last three starts. First pitch to Willits, low, ball one. His last start, he lasted only 3+ innings, gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, walking 7 and striking out 4. The 1-0, Willits takes the fastball inside at the knees, ball 2. Walked 6 and 3 in the third innings, 3 starts ago at Albuquerque. The 2-0, Willits takes the fastball high, 3-0. Wind picking up here at Franklin County Field, strong out of the south. They expected 15 to 20 mile per hour breezes today. Now the 3-0, and it's low, ball 4. Second walk issued by Volquez, and so a runner at first base, 1 out for Howie Kendrick, who struck out swinging his first time up. So Kendrick the batter. Ken Willits at first, tied for the league lead in stolen bases with 13. He's been thrown out 5 times. Volquez ready. The pitch. Strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count to the right-hand batter. The infield double play depth. Volquez ready in the 0-1. Strike, off speed and over, 0-2. Nick Gorneau, the right fielder, is due next. Volquez looks over at Willits and then steps off. Outfield shaded around towards right for Kendrick. Volquez ready in the 0-2. Check swing bouncer to first. Up with it, Tresniak spins, goes to second and throws it away. Ball gets away, nobody covering third as Burke went out to get it, and safe at third is Willits. Tresniak with a bad throw to second base, trying to get the force on Willits. Through behind the shortstop Arias coming across. So with that throwing error, runners at first and third for Nick Gorneau, who lined out to the first baseman Tresniak, his first time up. And the Bees hoping to capitalize on the error here. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Volquez ready, the pitch. Gorneau swings, it's one towards the hole, it's short. Bobbled by Arias, picks it up, throws to second, safe. Everybody safe, the run scores, and it's 2-0 Salt Lake. Arias bobbled the ball, and by the time he could recover and throw to second base, it was too late. Gorneau will be credited with an RBI because you cannot assume the double play. Runners at first and second base, and the batter will be Kendry Morales, who doubled his first time up. Somebody wake up in the press box and get these errors up on the board. 2 errors in this inning. Volquez ready, the pitch to Morales. Line shot, right center field. Nick's on the run, won't get to it. It's up against the wall. In to score, Kendrick. Gorneau in behind him. Morales into second base with a 2-run double. And it's now 4-0 Salt Lake. Kendry Morales with his second 2-base hit. And the Bees lead it 4-0. A runner at second base, one out. 4-0 in favor of the Bees as the pitching coach, Andy Hawkins, is out at the mound talking with Volquez. Some shaky defense behind him. And then Morales drills that one to the alley in right center field. So now here's Jeff Mathis, still only one out. Volquez pitch. Swing and a miss with a breaking ball, strike one. 0-1 the count. Now Volquez ready. The 0-1. Swing of the ground foul behind home plate, and it's 0-2. Time now for a look at this date in Salt Lake PCL history. Brought to you by MedOne Medical, the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold. MedOne Medical, the sleep professionals. On this date in 1999, the Buzz drop an 18-1 game here at Franklin Covey Field to the Memphis Redbirds. That sets a franchise mark for margin of loss. The 0-2, foul, backing out of play. Chris Haas led the Redbirds that day with 6 RBI. The Buzz scored its only run in the third when Brian Richardson tripled and came home on a wild pitch. 2 strikes on Mathis. Morales at second base. Volquez ready to pitch. Swinging a foul, that one banging off the catcher Gregorio. And the count holds at 0-2. This date in Salt Lake PCL history brought to you by MedOne Medical. Stop in for a free CPAP pressure check and free tubing. MedOne Medical, 10712 South 13th East in Sandy. 2 strikes the count on Mathis. Volquez pitch. Swing and a miss with a fastball away. He struck it out. Strikeout number 5 for Edison Volquez. 2 outs for Mike Elward, who went down swinging his first time up. 4-0 Bees here in the third. I would surmise that all the runs in this inning are unearned. A throwing error by the first baseman Tresniak and a fielding error by the shortstop Arias opening the door for the 3-run inning. Two outs, a runner at second base. Volquez ready in the first pitch. Elward takes a little bit low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Volquez ready. And the 1-0. Strike, breaking ball, 1-1. Volquez got the win for the World Team last year at Comerica Park in Detroit, the 2005 All-Star Futures game. Ben Stinger's manager, Dino Ebel, was on the coaching staff of that World Team. The 1-1. Fastball outside, ball 2. 2-1 the count. And the Bees started the day with a half-game lead over second-place Portland. 3.5 better than third-place Tacoma. Both teams are trailing at the moment. 2-1 the count. Volquez ready to pitch. Elward chops one past the mound. Arias at shortstop charges gloves and throws on the run. The first in time to retire the side. 3-run score on only 1 hit. 2 errors, 1 left. We go to the 4th. Bees 4, Oklahoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
Before you try McDonald's premium roast coffee and a warm-tasting McGriddles breakfast sandwich, there's something you should know. These 2 items have a way of bringing everything into life-affirming focus. It's Megan.
Hi.
Megan had a fresh brewed premium roast and McGriddles for the first time today.
And that's when I found out I'm a talented singer-songwriter and a natural blonde.
Well, she is a singer-songwriter.
I'm going to start every day this way.
McGriddles and premium roast coffee, richer and bolder than our previous blend. Wake up and smell your life.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, I didn't actually write that.
A at participating McDonald's.
It's back, and the sequel is even hotter than the original. It's Honda's Spring into Action 2 sales event at Plaza Cycle. Honda's blockbuster sales event returns with more thrills, more savings, and more action than ever. Starring Honda's off-road competition bikes, the CRF 450X and the CRF 250X. This time, the story includes zero down payment, zero interest, and zero payments until 2007 upon approved credit with your Honda card. And how about this for a plot twist? Take advantage of $150 in bonus bucks with select 2005 models and get $500 in factory-to-dealer incentives on select CRF models. Spring into Action 2. Now playing at Plaza Cycle, 1379 West, 3300 South Salt Lake. Hurry in. You've got to move fast or get left behind. After 9 months, minimum fixed monthly payment of 2.5% original balance, 18.9% fixed APR through GE Money Bank. Bonus bucks and factory-to-dealer incentive good with purchase on selected models. Profit good for 53106. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
We go to the fourth inning. It's 4-0 Bees. Lance Nix, Rashad Eldridge, and Jace Brewer, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the Oklahoma batting order, due up to face Stephen Shell. Lance Nix to lead it off, flat out to left field, his first time up. So Nix the batter. Left-handed batter to lead things off against Stephen Shell, who now has a 4-0 lead. Shell's first pitch to Nix. A change-up high, ball 1. Don't forget to be on the lookout for the Albertsons triple play for charity. If the Bees pull off a triple play at home, as they did on May 1st, Albertsons donates $1,000 worth of groceries to the Utah Food Bank. Change-up high and away for the left-handed batter, 2-0. Albertsons, a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. 2-0, the count on Nix as the pitch comes home. Big swing and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher Mathis, and the count's 2-1. Memphis leading Portland 4-3 in the fifth at AutoZone Park. Now the 2-1. Swung on, popped up foul behind home plate. Mathis, the mask off, coming towards the track, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. About halfway between home plate and the third base dugout. 1 away for Rashad Eldridge, who singled to right field his first time up. Asheville leading Tacoma 6-1. That game is in the bottom of the fourth in the Music City. Nelson Cruz with his 10th home run of the year in that one. First pitch to Eldridge. Big cut comes up empty, a strike 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Now Shell's pitch. Low for a ball, 1-1. Well, as we like to do on Sundays, and every Sunday, we give you an update on the 8 former Salt Lake players who are currently playing in the major leagues over in Japan. There's a fastball just outside of the knees, ball 2. Former Stinger Adam Riggs playing for the Yakult Swallows, batting .274, with the team leading, or second rather on the team, with 10 homers and 25 runs batted in. Here's a swing and a roller to the right side, gobbled up by Kendrick. He'll sidearm it over to first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Jace Brewer, the second baseman, flied out to right, his first time up. Former Stinger Mark Kroon, pitching for Yokohama, has 6 saves and 12 appearances. He's 0-2 with a 4.20 earned run average. One of his teammates at Yokohama, Jason Beverlin, who pitched for the Stingers in 2001, he's 0-3 in his 6 starts with an ERA over 9. First pitch to Brewer, curveball low, ball 1. Jason Romano, who was 7-6 for the Buzz in 2000, 10 appearances, 5 starts, 0-2 for Hiroshima. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, lifts in the air towards the corner and right. Gorneau on the run will get there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. So the RedHawks in the fourth, another 1-2-3 inning brought to you by Keith Barton and Associates. It's just that easy. After 3.5, the Bees 4, Oklahoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. We all know Utah's a great sports state. Siegfried & Jensen is a proud sponsor of virtually all of Utah's professional teams: the Jazz, the Bees, the Blaze, the Grizzlies, and Real Soccer. In sports, winning is important. The same is true if you've been injured in an accident. To help ensure victory if you've been injured, you need a winning legal team on your side. Call us at Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
In my mind, I envision delicately crunchy greens, warm orange glazed chicken, crisp snow peas nestled next to tender edamame and sweet succulent mandarin oranges. My mind drifts as I add rich, ripe red peppers, toasted almonds, and finish it all off with a light sesame ginger dressing. Mi Menzone, low-fat variety. McDonald's new Asian salad, one of 4 premium salads, is now a delicious reality. I'm loving it at participating McDonald's.
So, how's your garage life? At Checker Auto Parts, ours is terrific. We work on our cars just like you, and we use stuff like floor jacks, ratchets, air compressors, generators, and all kinds of cordless power tools. Why do I own a special jack just for my motorcycle? Because I can, and so can you. So come to Checker. If you need a better garage life, guess what? We got it. Checker, we got it.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Curtis Pride, Adam Paskovich, and Brian Spector up the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the Bees batting order to face right-hander Edinson Balquez. Pride walked his first time up, takes a fastball strike 0-1. Finishing up that list of former Salt Lake players over in Japan, Corey Lee, who left the Stingers midway through last year, 3-3 in 8 starts for the Nippon Hand Fighters. The 0-1 to Pride. Breaking ball low and inside to the left-hand batter. 1-1 the count. 2 former Salt Lake Stingers playing for Rakuten in Japan, the Golden Eagles. Rick Short and Jose Fernandez. The 1-1 to Pride. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Short batting .293 with 8 doubles and 10 runs batted in. Fernandez in 44 games, 8 homers and 21 RBI, leading his team in both categories. And former Buzz pitcher Dan Serafini, 0-3 with an ERA over 8 for Oryx. Now the 1-2 to Pride. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Gregorio for the strikeout. Punch out number 6 for Edinson Balquez, 1 shy of his season high. Struck out 7 twice, actually did that in his first 2 starts of the year at home against Memphis and Round Rock. So 1 out. Here's Paskovich, who struck out swinging his first time up. So 1 out, nobody on the pitch. Breaking ball, strike at the knees, 0-1. The count on Adam Paskovich. Bees 4, Oklahoma nothing here in the bottom of the 4th. Now Volquez ready to pitch. Swing and a foul again into the glove of the catcher Gregorio, and the count's 0-2. Again, 3 of the 4 runs scored by Salt Lake in this game, coming in the 3rd inning, and they were all unearned runs. Now Volquez, the 0-2. Curveball low, 1-2 the count. Adam Paskovich, third base today. We've seen him at second. We've seen him at short. Saw him last year play a little first base as well. Played left field this year for the first time in his career. 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called on the outside part of the plate just below the belt, although Paskovich not particularly enthralled with the call. 7 strikeouts for Volquez. Here's Brian Spector, grounded out to the first baseman Tresniak his first time up. Two out the pitch. Beck takes off speed and over, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch is foul, back over the roof and out of play. Speck in the hole, 0-2. Dan Bryant hasn't played since early in the last road trip due to back spasms. Felt better the last couple of days, took batting practice yesterday. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Edison Volquez strikes out the side here in the fourth. 3 up and 3 down at the end of 4. Bees 4, Oklahoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
When you take your family out and get a great deal on a big, delicious breakfast, that's getting your Denny's worth. Denny's 3 new Supreme Bowl breakfasts are just $5.99. Denny's Ultimate Bowl starts with country fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and cheese sauce. Then we layer ham and mushrooms, chopped onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. You'll also love Denny's 2 sausage and cheddar bowls, or the ham and Swiss bowl, each with bacon, sausage, and pancakes. At just $5.99, that's how to get your Denny's worth.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med1 today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold maintenance program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
We go to the fifth, 4-0 Bees. It'll be Nick Tresniak, Freddie Guzman, and Joaquin Arias, the 8-9-1 hitters due up in the Oklahoma batting order. Nick Tresniak to lead it off, called out on strikes his first time up. Our fifth inning, middle of the game reset of the Bees defensive alignment. Curtis Pride, Reggie Willits, and Nick Corneau in left, center, and right. Adam Pavchovich at third, Brian Speck at short, Howie Kendrick at second, and Kendra Morales at first. The pitch to Tresniak is a little bit low, ball 1. Stephen Shell pitching and Jeff Mathis catching. Stephen Shell ready to go, his 1-0 pitch. Fastball in for a strike, 1-1. Through 4 innings, Shell's allowed 4 hits. No runs, he has struck out 1 and walked 1. And he has thrown 1 wild pitch. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss to the splitter, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tresniak awaits for 1-2. Outside 2-2. Tresniak signed as a free agent by Texas in in October. He was a first-round sandwich pick of the Padres in 1999. The 2-2 pitch, lined into center field, a base hit. Played on the rollout there by Reggie Willits, hit number 5 for Oklahoma in the ballgame. Here's Freddie Guzman, hit a line drive to right center field his first time up. Tried to stretch a single into a double. He actually got the double with a head-first slide. He beat the tag, but then his slide carried him past the bag, and Brian Speck was there to tag him out. First pitch on the way, fastball outside to Guzman, ball 1. But Guzman does get credit for a double on that play. Pavchovich in at third. Now Shell ready, the pitch. Change up outside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. The outfield shaded towards left. Now Shell ready, the pitch. Fastball outside of the belt, ball 3. And that'll bring Jeff Mathis out to the mound to visit Shell. Bottom of the order trying to set the table here for the top of the order for Portland. Tresniak lining a single to center on a 2-2 pitch. And now Guzman is ahead in the count, 3-0. Some of the folks have had enough of the sun and have headed for the shades of the upper deck here. 3-0 to Guzman. Down the middle of strike, 3-1. Dodgers still leading the Angels 5-0 in the fourth. Dodgers trying for the 3-game sweep. 3-1 pitch. Chopped toward third. Paskovich charges. Gloves goes to second for one. That's all they'll get as the ball comes loose as Kendrick tried to take it out of his mitt. But they do get the lead runner, Tresniak. 5-4 on the force out there. That'll bring up Joaquin Arias 1 for 2. He singled to left his last time up. So 1 on, 1 out. The speedy Guzman, though, over at first. I have to keep an eye on him. Infield, double play depth. Throw to first, and the runner is back. Don't forget, if you're between the ages of 8 and 13, you can help me call the game from the press box as the Great Clips junior broadcaster for a game. Enter to win at any Wasatch Front Great Clips location. Relax, it's Great Clips. First pitch to Arias. Guzman takes off, and the pitch is launched towards center. Willits going back, still going back. At the edge of the track, he'll make the catch. Guzman retraces his steps, touches second base on the way by, and gets back to first in time. Arias gave that one a pretty good ride, and maybe on another day, that leaves the yard, but the wind blowing in from right center may have helped keep that ball in the yard. So 2 outs. Guzman at first. For Tom Gregorio, fly to center field. His first time up as he pinch hit for Balderas with a count of 1-2 when Balderas had to come out of the game. Here's a swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Deflected by the third baseman, Paskovich, into short left field. That will allow Guzman to go to third. And safe at first base is Gregorio. Speck going to his right, Paskovich to his left. Adam got a glove on it and deflected it behind the shortstop Speck. He probably wouldn't have had a play on Gregorio at first, but that allowed Guzman to go to third base. So now runners at the corners, 2 out for the dangerous Jason Bott, who was fouled out and walked in 2 plate appearances. That's the 6th hit of the ball game for Oklahoma. Shell's first pitch to Bott. Low, ball 1. 4-0 Bees, but the RedHawks have runners at first and third with 2 out. Kendrick deep at second base for 1-0. Off speed and over on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. Bott's 5 for 10 in this series. Hitting .324 coming in, 10th in the league in batting average. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul, coming back to our left, hitting just below the window to our left. And the count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Guzman, the runner at third. Gregorio at first. Shell ready in the 1-2. Strike 3 called, a slow curve, and Bott knew it. He was fooled on that one. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. That's the second strikeout for Steven Shell. We're halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder. It's the Bees 4, Oklahoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119
Whether you need a new refrigerator or you want to redecorate the family room, you'll find exactly what you need at R.C. Willey. Of course, you know that R.C. Willey has the area's largest selection of furniture, major appliances, flooring, and electronics. But you may not know that R.C. Willey also has everything you need to relax or entertain outdoors. Choose from a large variety of patio sets, lawn mowers, and barbecue grills. This season, R.C. Willey has everything you need for your home and patio. R.C. Willey, one place, so many possibilities.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
Top of the order, due up for the Bees as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Salt Lake leading 4-0. Reggie Willits has struck out and walked and scored a run. Volquez's first pitch to Reggie is inside, ball 1. Our 5th inning, middle of the game reset of the Oklahoma defensive alignment. Rashad Eldridge in left, Freddie Guzman in center, and Lance Nix is in right. We'll give you the infield after the 1-0. Inside, spins Willits around, ball 2. Jamie Burke at third, Joaquin Arias at short, Chase Brewer at second, and Nick Tresniak at first. A battery of Edinson Volquez pitching, and Tom Gregorio catching. The 2-0 to Willits. Fastball strike at the letters 2-1. And Willits has done an outstanding job as the leadoff hitter since taking over for Eric Ibar after Eric got promoted to the big leagues. 2-1 pitch is drilled into center field. The base hit. That one almost decapitated Volquez. So Reggie Willits aboard with a leadoff single. This is the 3rd hit of the afternoon for the Bees. That'll bring up Howie Kendrick, who's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 3rd inning. In that NBA game, late in the 3rd, Detroit leads Cleveland by 9. As the Pistons and Cavs battle in a Game 7. Willits at first, nobody out. Volquez ready, and the pitch to Kendrick. Swing and a miss to the breaking ball. Strike 1. The ball pops out of the glove of Gregorio, but not far enough away for Willits to think about advancing. And Volquez with an outstanding slider. Through 4 innings, he has struck out 7, walked 2. Make that 8 strikeouts with 2 walks. 4 runs allowed, but only 1 was earned. Now the 0-1 pitch. Kendrick swings and loops a liner into right field for a base hit. Willits will take the turn at second. Here comes the throw by Nix. It's cut off. So now runners at the corners with nobody out, and Nick Corneau, the batter. Corneau 0 for 2. So Willits at third, Kendrick at first. Corneau, the batter. He's trying to add to their 4-0 lead. Volquez delivers. Corneau hits a soft liner towards second, backhanded by Brewer. Steps on second, throws to first for the out. Willits will score. No RBI for Corneau on a double play. And it's 5-0 Salt Lake. And no run batted in on a double play. But the Bees lead it 5-0. 2 outs, nobody on for Kendra Morales, who's been up twice and has doubled twice, scoring once and driving 2 runs in. He's with 5 runs on only 3 hits. Off-speed pitch over for a strike, 0-1 the count on Morales. Outfield straight away, the pitch. Swing and a miss over a slider, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Jeff Mathis due next. Now Volquez delivers. Swung on and sliced deep down the left field line, but twisting foul. So the count on Kendry remains 0-2. Bottom of the 5th, Bees leading 5-0. Now Volquez ready, the 0-2 again. Low for a ball, 1-2. And Bees hosting New Orleans tomorrow in the next Harmon's Family Night. Go to Harmon's, pick up your Family Night voucher, and get 8 family members in for just $16. Redeem that voucher at the Bees box office. Harmon's, your neighborhood grocer. Morales on the 1-2. Pops it up behind third. The shortstop Arias going out, and in short left field has it to retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits. Nobody left on base at the end of 5. It's the Bees 5, Oklahoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Classic baseball is back. The Salt Lake Bees. Now get a family pass to see the Bees this season for an incredible $199. That's only $276 per game for your entire immediate family. Call 325-BASE to get your family pass. The Salt Lake Bees. Classic baseball is back.
Hi, Stock Exchange? Hi. Can I speak with a bell ringer? Yeah, that's the person who rings that morning bell. Oh, well, I have an announcement to make. Oh, see, I need to tell everyone on the exchange floor that I'm selling my home. Yeah, that's right, I'm selling my home. Oh, well, I need the Dow to stay up. Give those stockbrokers a little added motivation, keep the economy moving so my home will sell faster. Well, it can't hurt.
Okay, so you can't influence the economy, but choosing a Coldwell Banker residential brokerage agent will help you get the best price for your home, no matter what the market conditions are. Coldwell Banker agents are the most well-trained real estate professionals in the business. They're at the cutting edge of local and national market trends. They use the most advanced marketing tools in the industry, and they specialize in strategically positioning your home so it sells on your terms. Get every advantage when you sell your home.
Yep, still me. Still holding for that bell ringer person.
Call a Coldwell Banker professional in your neighborhood or visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
We go to the 6th inning, 5-0 Bees. It'll be Jamie Burke, Lance Nix, and Rashad Eldridge, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, to face starter Stephen Shell. It's also time for our 6th inning update of the Abra scoreboard. Jamie Burke has flied to right and skied to left field. At Nashville in the 6th, it's now the Sound 7 and Tacoma 1. At Colorado Springs in the 8th, the Sky Sox scored 4 in the 7th to tie the game at 6-6. But then the Zephyrs just scored 2 in the 8th to make it an 8-6 New Orleans lead. At Round Rock in the 7th, Tucson leads the Express 6-2. Pitch to Burke, a fastball strike, fell high in the inside corner, 0-1. Memphis 5 now, Portland 3. The Redbirds batting in the bottom of the 7th inning. Now the 0-1. Burke swings and lines one down the right field line, just fair inside the stripe. And down by the Bees bullpen, Burke's going to try for 2. Gorno's throw cut off. So Jamie Burke, a little looping liner slicing down the right field line. landing about 10 inches on the fair side of the stripe. That's his sixth double. And now runners at second base with nobody out for Lance Nix is 0 for 2. Fouled out to the catcher Mathis his last time up. Albuquerque at home leading Las Vegas 5-3 in the sixth. In the fifth at Sacramento, the River Cats lead Omaha 4-2. Iowa and at Fresno, no score in the second inning. So a runner at second base, nobody out for the RedHawks here in the sixth inning. Shell's pitch. Slow curveball over for a strike, 0-1. In the National League, Arizona batting in the bottom of the fourth inning. No score with Atlanta. One strike to count on Nix. Shell's pitch. Fastball outside, 1-1 the count. In interleague play at Denver, Colorado leads Toronto 5-3. After 5.5 at Oakland, the Giants lead the A's 5-0. A 1-1 pitch to Nix. Ripped down the right field line, hooking fair into the corner. That's going to score Burt from second. Gorneau tracking it down. Lance Nix into second base with a double. Back-to-back two baggers, and the RedHawks are on the board. It's 5-1. Nick's eighth double and his 18th run batted in on the year. Here's Rashad Eldridge, 1 for 2. Grounded out to second, his last time up. In the sixth at Seattle, the Mariners lead the Padres 8-3. Dodgers 5, Angels nothing in the sixth, and the Dodgers scoring all of their runs in the first inning. Shell's first pitch to Eldridge. Started after it, held up, no, he went around, says the home plate umpire, strike one. So no balls, one strike to count. Shell ready to pitch. Strike, 2 called down the middle, 0-2. Yankees and Mets later, all the rest are finals. Washington beat Baltimore 3-1. Detroit shut out Cincinnati 1-0. In 10, Cleveland edged Pittsburgh 3-2. The 0-2 to Eldridge. Breaking ball low, smothered by Mathis, and the count's 1-2. Tampa Bay blanked Florida 3-0. Philadelphia doubled up Boston 10-5. Houston shut out Texas 5-0. The Cubs salvaged one over the White Sox 7-4. The 1-2 pitch to Eldridge. Strike 3 called, a backdoor curveball over the outside corner at the knees. Strikeout number 3 for Stephen Shell, and there's one out here in the sixth. Here's Jace Brewer, who's twice flying out to Gorneau and right. Milwaukee rallied with 4 runs in the seventh to beat Minnesota 5-3. The former Stinger, Derek Turnbow, with his 14th save. Albert Pujols hit his major league leading 22nd home run as the Cardinals ripped the Royals 10-3. One out, a runner at second base, the pitch. Swung on, lifted to center field. Willits going back, still going back, backpedaling now, makes the catch just shy of the warning track. Tagging at second base is Nix, and he'll advance to third. So 2 outs. A runner at third for Nick Tresniak, who's 1 for 2. He singled to center field his last time up. And Tresniak appearing in this series for the first time today. Opened up the season with a 5-game hitting streak. Pitch on the way, swung on line, base hit left field. Played on the wall out there by Curtis Pride. Walking in from third is Lance Nix on the RBI single by Tresniak. And now it's the Bees 5 and Oklahoma 2. So the RedHawks getting on the board here in the sixth. Now here's Freddie Guzman, who's 1 for 2. So 2 runs across for the RedHawks here in the 6th. The pitch to Guzman, a fastball outside at the knees, ball 1. As of now, no action in the Salt Lake bullpen. 2 doubles and a single in the inning, producing a run. Shell ready in the 1-0. Just a little bit low, ball 2. Home plate umpire twitched, but did not give Shell the strike there. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch. Swung on and look out. Driven to deep left field. Pride going back at the warning track in the wall, and he hangs on for the out. What a play by Curtis Pride, taking extra bases and a run batted it away from Freddie Guzman, ranging all the way back to the track, making the catch, banging into the wall, and hanging on for the out. That could be our Mountains West Branches defensive play of the game. We'll let you know during the 10th inning show. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Bees 5, Oklahoma 2 on ESPN 1230.
Before you try McDonald's premium roast coffee and a warm-tasting McGriddles breakfast sandwich, there's something you should know. These 2 items have a way of bringing everything into life-affirming focus. Take Megan.
Hi.
Megan had a fresh brewed premium roast and McGriddles for the first time today.
And that's when I found out I'm a talented singer-songwriter and a natural blonde.
Well, she is a singer-songwriter.
I'm going to start every day this way.
McGriddles and premium roast coffee, richer and bolder than our previous blends. Wake up and smell your life.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, I didn't actually write that.
I participate at McDonald's.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Seth Mathis leading off here in the bottom of the 6th inning, 5-2 Salt Lake, as the RedHawks scored their first 2 runs of the game in the top of the 6th inning. The 0-1 to Mathis, curveball low and outside into the dirt, ball 1. Mathis has grounded to second and struck out swinging. 1 ball, 1 strike. Volquez pitch. Swing and a foul at the feet of the catcher, Tom Gregorio, and the count's 1-2. And that play by Pry could be our defensive play of the game, brought to you by Mountains West Ranches, a place to escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, and relaxation. Call 1-877-894-5658 or check out www.mwranches.com as Mathis swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, top 3rd strike. Gregorio applies the tag, and that's strikeout number 9 for Edison Volquez. Here's Mike Elward, who has struck out and grounded out in 2 plate appearances. Angels still trailing the Dodgers 5-0 in the 6th inning. Activity now in the Oklahoma bullpen with a right-hander up. First pitch to Elward. Change up inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Ryan Buckfitch, former Kansas City and Omaha Royal, throwing in the Red Hawk bullpen. The 1-0 to Elward. Fastball high, ball 2. 2-0 the count on Elward. Again, the Bees and New Orleans, the AAA affiliate of the Washington Nationals, beginning a series here tomorrow. 2-0 the count on Elward. The pitch. Breaking ball outside at the knees. It's 3-0. Volquez not particularly pleased with the call. He thought he had the corner on that one. 3 balls, no strikes the pitch. Fastball high, and Elward walks on 4 straight. Third walk issued by Volquez. That'll bring up Curtis Pride, who made that big defensive play to save at least 1 run in the top half of this inning. He has walked and struck out so far in this one. Tony Gwynn Jr. is homered for Nashville. They now lead Tacoma 8-1 in the 6th inning. So a runner at first base, 1 out here in the 6th. Volquez pitch to Pride. Fastball up and in, leaves Curtis back out of the way, ball 1. One and 0 the count. The infield, a double play depth behind Volquez. The 1-0. Hyde takes a changeup over for a strike, 1-1. San Diego gave up 8 runs in the 2nd inning to give the Mariners an 8-1 lead, but the Padres with 3 in the 3rd and 4 in the 6th now only trail by a run at 8-7. One ball, 1 strike on Pride, the pitch. Fastball inside at the belt, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Volquez pitched a scoreless inning last year in the Texas League All-Star game. He was in the All-Star game despite going 1-5 in 10 starts for Frisco. 2-1 pitch. Striking at the knees, 2-2, and now Curtis is not happy. He thought that one missed low. Two balls, 2 strikes. The East 5, Oklahoma 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Mike Elward at first base with 1 out. Volquez ready. Glances over his shoulder at the base runner, Elward. And now the 2-2 pitch to Pride. Swinging a double play, ball to short. Arias has it go off his glove and chest. Puts it in the air with his mitt. Doesn't get it there. Everybody is safe. That'll go as an error on the shortstop, Arias. His 2nd of the game, and the RedHawks 3rd as a team. That looked like a sure double play, but it bounded off his chest. Then Arias scooped it up with his glove and tried to shovel it to the second baseman Brewer with his glove, but the ball went straight up into the air. So an opportunity for the Bees with runners at first and second, 1 out. Again, all 3 runs they scored in the 3rd inning were unearned. So 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. Pavkovich takes the curveball low, ball 1. Adams has struck out twice today. 1 swinging and 1 looking. One ball, no strikes. Again, the infield double play depth behind Volquez. The right-hander ready and the 1-0. Swung on in line foul into the upper deck down the right field line. And the count's even at 1-1. Mike Elwood, the base runner at second base. Curtis Pride is over at first. Volquez ready and the 1-1. High and inside with a fastball, and Pavkovich just did duck out of the way in time. And that'll bring a visit to the mound by Gregorio to Volquez. And Ryan Buckfitch working in the Oklahoma bullpen. He's trying to pick up that Geico Insurance run the first time after the fifth inning. The Bees score a run to add to a lead. Geico Insurance donates $25 to the Air Force Fund. Check your yellow pages to call your local Geico office today. So far this season, there have been 19 Geico Insurance runs, making the total donation $475. The 2-1 pitch. Inside, ball 3. 3-1, and a wide one here would load the bases for Brian Specht. Three balls, one strike. Volquez ready. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Well, let's see if Brian Harper rolls the dice here. I would doubt it. With one out and a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and fouled, first base side. That's going to wind up on the roof. Now that one certainly hit a high note. Either my voice is finally starting to crack or I just hit puberty. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch to Pavkovich. Swung on and lifted foul again. First base side, making its way again onto the roof. So it is still 3-2. Full count on Pavkovich. Elwood the lead at second. Pride at first with 1 out. Volquez again ready. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a fastball. That is the 10th strikeout for Edison Volquez as he continues to add to his season high, but that's going to be all for the young right-hander considered the top prospect for the Rangers. Brian Buckfitch will come on to face Brian Specht. We'll tell you all about him after this 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
In my mind, I envision delicately crunchy greens, warm orange glazed chicken, crisp snow peas nestled next to tender edamame and sweet, succulent mandarin oranges. My mind drifts as I add rich, ripe red peppers, toasted almonds, and finish it all off with a light sesame ginger dressing. New Minzone, low-fat variety. McDonald's new Asian salad, one of 4 premium salads, is now a delicious reality. I'm loving it at participating McDonald's.
When you take your family out and get a great deal on a big, delicious breakfast, that's getting your Denny's worth. Denny's 3 new Supreme Bowl breakfasts are just $5.99. Denny's Ultimate Bowl starts with country fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and cheese sauce. Then we layer ham and mushrooms, chopped onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. You'll also love Denny's 2 sausage and cheddar bowls, or the ham and Swiss bowl, each with bacon, sausage, and pancakes. At just $5.99, that's how to get your Denny's worth.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Right-hander Ryan Buckfitch, on for Oklahoma, making his 6th appearance in 6 2/3 innings. He's given up 8 hits, 3 runs all earned. He has struck out 4 and walked 2. Buckfitch 0-1 with a 4.05 earned run average. The PCL batting .296 against Buckfitch, who's coming off Tommy John surgery, began the year at Class A Bakersfield. Pitched the scoreless inning here with 2 strikeouts on Thursday. So he'll come on with runners at first and second base. 2 outs, and Brian Specht, the batter. Specht has grounded to first and struck out swinging. So 2-on, 2 out here in the 6th. Can't close the books on Volquez's line as he's responsible for the 2 men on base. The pitch. Line drive left field, base hit. Here comes Elwood around third. The ball fumbled by Eldridge in left. He'll come on to score. Throw to third offline. On to second base goes Speck. And the Bees have a 6-2 lead. The stop sign was up for Elwood coming around third as that ball was hit sharply. And Eldridge was converging on it quickly, but he fumbled the ball out there. That'll likely go as a single and an error. Runners at second and third. That would be the fourth error of the ball game. Charge to the RedHawks. Now here's Reggie Willits, who's 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Pitch. Foul. A fastball back off the screen. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike. Pride at third, Speck at second, a run in. The Bees leading 6-2, and that's your Geico Insurance run of the game. The 0-1, Willits takes inside as he jackknives to get out of the way. Evens the count at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Pride at third, Speck at second. The Bees now up by 4. Now the pitch. Breaking ball inside at the knees, ball 2. 2-1 the count. They still haven't posted that error. Two and 1 the count. Puck pitch ready. The pitch. Fastball, a little bit high. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. Pride at third. Speck at second. Boy, a hit would be huge here. The 3-1 pitch. Line drive, but at the second baseman Brewer, who makes the catch to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the 7th. Bees 6 and Oklahoma 2. ESPN 1230.
It's coming, and it's coming fast. The world's greatest riders on the world's fastest motorcycles, escaping danger at every turn. It's the AMA Superbike Championship at Miller Motorsports Park.
Miller Motorsports Park delivers Utah onto the stage of world-class racing with the inaugural Honda Summit of Speed AMA Superbike Championship, presented by Parts Unlimited. See this thrilling race Friday, June 16th through Sunday, June 18th. See every hair-raising turn on the newest, longest, and finest racetrack ever built in North America. Plus, you'll witness AMA Supermoto riders competing in a high-flying aerial assault that will have you holding your breath. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster or by calling 325-SEAT. That's 325-SEAT. The Honda Summit of Speed AMA Superbike Championship, June 16th through the 18th at the brand new Miller Motorsports Park in Tooele. It'll make your heart race. For more details, visit MillerMotorsportsPark.com.
Here's Papa John himself to tell you about Papa John's specialty pizzas.
A specialty pizza with unexpected taste. That's the way I like it. Choose any of our specialty pizzas like Hawaiian barbecue chicken, the works, the meat, or garden fresh. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John.
Limited delivery area, charges may apply.
We go to the 7th inning, 6-2 now in favor of the Bees. Left-hander Jonathan Rowlandor starting to loosen up in the Salt Lake bullpen. Stephen Shell opening up the inning, facing the top of the RedHawks order. Joaquin Arias 1 for 3. He flied to center field his last time up. And Shell pours in a strike, and it's 0-1. He's leading by 4. It's 6-2. Shell's pitch. Change up inside at the knees, 1-1. Our Zions Bank 7th inning game summary. For the Bees, 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Oklahoma, 2 runs, 9 hits, and 4 errors. Curveball strike on the inside corner at the knees, 1-2. Bees have left 4 runners on base, while Oklahoma has stranded 7. The 1-2. Broken bat, one hopper, knocked down by Shell. Can't make the bare hand pickup, and his sort of first will be late. Probably was distracted by that barrel of the bat helicoptering in his direction. And once he didn't field it cleanly, the speedy Arias was able to beat it out. So a runner at first, no outs, and the batter will be Tom Gregorio, who's 1 for 2 since coming into the ball game. He's with 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth as Arias gets a base hit. Pitch, strike in the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Another good Sunday crowd, 5,374 here at the ballpark. Oklahoma getting their 2 runs. Well, apparently it's not a hit. They called it an error. Swing and a miss at a fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2. So they put a hit up on the board, but mistakenly so, as they changed it to an error on Shell. 0-2 the count. The pitch on the way as Arias takes off, swing and a miss for the strikeout. Throw to second, and out there on the double, on the steal. And strike him out, throw him out, double play. Gregorio goes down swinging, and Joaquin Arias is caught stealing 2-4. So with that, 2 outs, nobody out, and that'll bring up Jason Botts, who's 0 for 2. So 2 outs, nobody on. The 7th inning game summary brought to you by Zions Bank. At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. The pitch, change up strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Now Shell's pitch. Fastball inside to the left-hand batter, ball 1. 1-1 the count. They ruled an error on that play on Shell, but I tend to think that might have been a base hit. Breaking ball inside and low ball, too, only because Shell had to try to see the ball coming at him with that barrel of the bat flying at him as well. 2 balls, 1 strike, the pitch. Fastball down the middle, a strike, and it's 2-2. So another good Sunday crowd here in Salt Lake City. The 2-2. He struck him out swinging with a splitter, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, 1 error, nobody left on base. 7th inning stretch time brought to you by America First Credit Union. For any financial needs, come to America First Credit Union where members come first. After 6.5, the B6, Oklahoma 2 on ESPN, 1230.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. how are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
When you take your family out and get a great deal on a big, delicious breakfast, that's getting your Denny's worth. Denny's 3 new Supreme Bowl breakfasts are just $5.99. Denny's Ultimate Bowl starts with country fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and cheese sauce. Then we layer ham and mushrooms, chopped onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. You'll also love Denny's 2 sausage and cheddar bowls, or the ham and Swiss bowl, each with bacon, sausage, and pancakes. At just $5.99, that's how to get your Denny's worth.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Howie Kendrick to lead off here in the 7th inning. He's leading 6-2. Ryan Buckner's pitch is grounded towards the hole. Diving stop by Arias to his right, but on the seat of his pants, he has no play. And Howie Kendrick has his second hit of the ball game. Good effort by Joaquin Arias, but he was unable to get up and make a throw against the speedy Howie Kendrick. So here's Nick Gorneau, 0 for 3, drove in a run with a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. Buck pitch, first pitch to Gorneau. High and inside, ball 1. Wind starting to pick up a little bit as well. On this glorious Sunday afternoon, a 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 4 errors for Oklahoma have led to 5 unearned runs. Go to first, and the runner's back. Portland has scored twice in the 9th inning to tie Memphis at 5-5. Now the pitch up high, a ball 2-1. Now they've scored 2 more. They've scored 4 in the 9th inning. And now lead Memphis 7-5. So it looks like the Bees will now have to win the ball game just to stay a half game in front of the Beavers. Two balls, 1 strike. Buck pitch delivers. Tried to hold up on a breaking ball, but fouled it off the shin guard to the catcher Gregorio, and the count's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 6-2 Bees here in the bottom of the 7th. Buck pitch ready to pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. First strikeout for Buck pitch, the 11th for Oklahoma pitching. Here's Kendry Morales, 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles and 2 runs batted in. Popped up to the shortstop Arias his last time out. Kendrick the lead at first, and the pitch from Buck pitch. Instead, the turn of the toss to first, and he dives back in safely. Again, that Portland lineup filled with veterans, no prospects. Sometimes a team full of 6-year veterans eventually kind of lose interest. Pitch fouled off third base side, out of play, strike 1. But if it's a race of any kind, the Bees and the Beavers close out the season here in Salt Lake City with a 4-game series. If the race is still in doubt, it'll be a 5-game series to make up the rainout. 1 strike on Morales, the pitch. Low and outside the ball, 1-1 the count. The infield double play depth. Buck pitch ready. The pitch. Fastball high, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Kendry. Again, Morales batting well over 400 for the last 10 games, and he's 2 for 3 today. Buck pitch ready. The throw to first again, and back in safely is Kendrick. Nashville now leading Tacoma 10-1 in the 8th inning. Now Buck pitch ready. The 2-1. Swung on and lifted foul. Third base side over the roof and on to 13th south. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Jeff Mathis is due next. Now Buck pitch ready, the 2-2. Line foul, slicing out of play into the upper deck and out of the upper deck down the left field line. Bouncing around like a Plinko chip on The Price is Right. It ends up out in left field. So the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Buck pitch ready, the 2-2. Swing and a tap foul at the first base side, still 2-2. Buck pitch last year appeared in 4 games for Texas before he had to shut it down and eventually have the Tommy John surgery. He was originally an 11th round draft pick of Kansas City in 2000. Lifetime, this is his 5th appearance against Salt Lake. He's never given up a run. Morales grounds one foul at the first base side. Net man over to try to get it, but can't. Matt Wilhite cut it off before it could get to him. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Morales. Now Buck pitch ready, the 2-2. Swung on and again fouled off. This time over the roof along the left field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. B6, Oklahoma 2. Now Buck pitch ready to pitch. Low, ball 3. So that fills the counts on Morales at 3-2. See if Kendrick is on the move here on the 3-2 pitch. Again, 4 errors by Oklahoma today, helping the Bees score 500 runs. 3-2 pitch, Kendrick goes, swinging a foul. Back into the right of home plate, so we'll do it again. Back to first goes Kendrick. Angels still trail the Dodgers 5-0. That game in the 7th. At Dodger Stadium, LA scoring all of its runs in the first inning. The 3-2. Swung on line, base hit right field. Kendrick on the run on the play, takes the turn at second and advances to third. So Kendry Morales has his 3rd hit, and now the Bees have runners at the corners with 1 out. And Jeff Mathis, the batter, he's 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. 3 of those 5 runs scored by the Dodgers in the first, coming on Andre Ethier's 3rd home run of the year. Ethier's start of the year at Las Vegas. So Kendrick at third, Morales at first, and the pitch to Mathis. High, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. The infield, a double play depth. Puck pitch ready, the 1-0. Up high, ball 2. 2-0 the count. The catcher, Gregorio, out to talk with Buck pitch. And some activity begins to stir now in that Oklahoma bullpen. Left-hander Erasmo Ramirez, who worked the 9th inning last night, gets up in the Oklahoma bullpen. Now the 2-0. Mathis fouls it back. It's off window to our right. And a lucky young lady about 6 rows into the upper deck has a souvenir. Oh, she's in the 5th row. 2-1 the count on Mathis. Puck pitch ready, the pitch. Outside, a ball, 3-1. A wide one here would load the bases for Mike Elward. The pitch. Fly ball, right field. Nick's going back at the track. He'll make the catch. Kendrick will tag at third and come on in to score. It's a sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Jeff Mathis. And now the Bees lead it 7-2. Mathis' 7th run batted in since joining the Bees from the Angels. So a runner at first base, 2 outs for Mike Elward. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. So there's the first run in 6 outings against Ryan Buckfitch that Salt Lake has scored in his career going back to 2002. Now the pitch is low, ball 1. 1-1 the count on Elward. Memphis now batting in the bottom of the 9th. Trailing Portland 7-5. The Beavers with 4 runs in the 9th inning. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a tap foul at home plate, 1-2. Bees will be making that Tennessee 2-step trip to Nashville and Memphis. Actually, reverse order. Memphis and then Nashville in late July. Should be nice, hot, and humid then. An outdoor steam bath, particularly in Memphis. Right off the banks of the Mississippi River. The 1-2 to Elward. Tap foul at home plate, still 1-2. Bees leading 7-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Trying to earn a split in the series. Now puck pitch ready. The 1-2. Up high, a ball, and it's 2-2. He's able to win 5 out of 7 on their first 2 homestands prior to this one. Each of the first 2 homestands had a rainout. The 2-2 pitch, the runner goes, and Elward hits it in the air to left center field. Eldridge, the left fielder, coming in for it, still coming in. He's there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The Bees score a run on 2 hits. 1 runner left on. They go to the 8th. Bees 7, Oklahoma 2 on ESPN 1230.
Athletes can't perform on an empty stomach.
Strike 1.
The Old Spaghetti Factory is the perfect place for your pre-game and post-game feasts, team parties, and more. Fill up on our delicious homemade mouth-watering dishes. No one speaks the international language of yum like the Old Spaghetti Factory. Serving the best memories in town. It's the perfect place for any occasion. And now, featuring the amazing adventures of Wally the Trolley for our guests 10 and younger. Catch a ride with Wally and his trolley trio as they explore the world. Sign up for our kids club at www.osf.com. It's safe, simple, fun, and on your next birthday, lunch is on us. Conveniently located to serve you in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem. Good food, good fun, and deliciously complete meals. The Old Spaghetti Factory is where to wind up. The Old Spaghetti Factory in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem.
Salt Lake City Credit Union is a guaranteed home run with personalized service and the best rates in town. Salt Lake City Credit Union offers a full menu of financial services, including business services and SBA loans, mortgages, free checking and debit cards, auto loans, and online banking. With 7 locations throughout the valley, they're big enough to provide you with everything you need from a financial institution, and they're small enough to give you the friendly, individualized service you deserve. You owe it to yourself to have an account at Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day.
Eligibility and membership required. Federally insured by NCUA.
New pitcher on for the Bees. Excuse me, left-hander Jonathan Rauenhorst on the pitch. For Rauenhorst, his 18th appearance of the year. In 20 innings, he's given up 22 hits, 13 runs, 12 of them earned. He has struck out 14 and walked 9. Rauenhorst 1-3 with 1 save and a 5.40 earned run average. The PCL batting .282 against left-hander Jonathan Rauenhorst. He'll face Jamie Burke, Lance Nix, and Rashad Eldridge here in the 8th inning. First pitch to Burke. Strike called 0-1. Burke 1 for 3, doubled his last time up, and eventually came in to score. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, little looper back to first, and that one falls just foul. Similar to his double, only this one had a little extra slice on it and missed wide of the right field line. That's now a final in Memphis. Portland, with that 4-run rally of the night, beats the Redbirds 7-5. Steven Shell goes 7 innings, gives up 9 hits, 2 runs earned, struck out 5, walked 1, and threw 1 wild pitch. The 0-2. Little looper near short, coming over to get it. Brian Speck takes it off his shoe tops for the out, 1 away. Little looper that was starting to sink on Brian, but he cut across to his left and made the catch just before it hit the ground. 1 out for Lance Nix, who's 1 for 3. He doubled in a run and scored in the 6th inning. Rauenhorst pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air towards right center field. Willett drifting back, now underneath it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Rashad Eldridge, who's 1 for 3. Rauenhorst in his last outing got roughed up in Iowa. On the 16th, gave up 4 runs on 4 hits in just 1/3 of an inning. So 2 out, nobody on here. The pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 1. Ramirez still throwing in the Oklahoma bullpen, so we'll likely see him in the bottom of the 8th. 1-0 fastball to strike on the inside corner above the knees, 1-1. Chris Puchek up in the Bees bullpen. We'll likely see him in the 9th as he continues his rehab assignment. Final from Nashville, the Sounds beat Tacoma 10-1. Curveball low, 2-1 the count. Rauenhorst 6'1", 180. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball strike in the inside corner at the knees. 2-2. Rauenhorst was still with Arkansas last year when these two teams met, so he's facing the RedHawks for the first time. Now the 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and that retires the side. And that's another 1-2-3 inning brought to you by Keith Barton and Associates. It's just that easy. We go to the bottom of the 8th. D7, Oklahoma 2 on ESPN 1230.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you look like Patricia Heaton?
Thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
The driver on my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Before you try McDonald's premium roast coffee and a warm-tasting McGriddles breakfast sandwich, there's something you should know. These 2 items have a way of bringing everything into life-affirming focus. Take Megan.
Hi.
Megan had a fresh brewed premium roast and McGriddles for the first time today.
And that's when I found out I'm a talented singer-songwriter and a natural blonde.
Well, she is a singer-songwriter.
I'm going to start every day this way.
McGriddles and premium roast coffee, richer and bolder than our previous blend. Wake up and smell your life.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, I didn't actually write that.
At participating McDonald's.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Roscoe Ramirez on the pitch now for the Oklahoma RedHawks, facing Curtis Pride, Adam Pavkovich, and Brian Speck. For Ramirez, his 15th appearance of the year, he's 3-0 with a 3.38 earned run average. Worked a scoreless inning here last night. First pitch to Pride, looped down the left field line. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Curtis now just 10 hits away from 1,200 in his career. So runner at first base, that'll bring up Adam Pavkovich, who's had a rough day. He's been up 3 times and has struck out 3 times. Twice swinging and once looking. Chris Buchek throwing in the Bees bullpen. So he'll work the 9th. The pitch to Pavkovich, a strike. On the inside corner on the letters, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. The pitch. Swinging a tap toward third. Burke charges, bobbles, recovers, throws to first in time to get Pavkovich. Might have had a chance in a double play, but he couldn't find the grip on it right away. And so Pride goes to second base on the ground out. 1 away for Brian Speck, who's 1 for 3. Single left his last time up. RedHawks will have Brewer, Trestiak, and Guzman. The bottom third of the order due up in 9th inning. First pitch to Speck. Swung on and skied to this right center field. Guzman and Nix converging. It'll be Nix coming in to make the catch for out number 2. 2 down to the top of the order, and Reggie Willits is 1 for 3. Lined out to the second baseman, Brewer, his last time up. Bees have been out hit 9-8, but they lead the ball game 7-2. So 2 outs. Curtis Pride out at second base. Ramirez pitch. Change up high, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Willits. Padres and Mariners are going to the 9th in Seattle. The M's leading 10-8. 1-0. Fastball inside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Two balls, no strikes on Reggie Willits. The pitch. Fastball strike on the outside corner at the belt, 2-1. Reggie, a switch hitter, batting right-handed against the lefty, Erasmo Ramirez. Giants shut out the A's 6-0. Oakland with only one hit. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Willits out in front of a changeup. 2-2. The only hit by Jay Payton against Matt Cain. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A pitch. Swing and a miss to the changeup. He struck him out. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the 9th. B7, Oklahoma 2 on ESPN 1230.
It's back, and the sequel is even hotter than the original. It's Honda's Spring into Action 2 sales event at Plaza Cycle. Honda's blockbuster sales event returns with more thrills, more savings, and more action than ever. Starring Honda's off-road competition bikes, the CRF 450X and the CRF 250X. This time, the story includes 0 down payment, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2007 upon approved credit with your Honda card. And how about this for a plot twist? Take advantage of $150 in bonus bucks with select 2005 models and get $500 in factory-to-dealer incentives on select CRF models. Spring into Action 2. Now playing at Plaza Cycle, 1379 West, 3300 South Salt Lake. Hurry in. You've got to move fast or get left behind. After 9 months, minimum fixed monthly payment of 2.5% original balance, 18.9% fixed APR through GE Money Bank. Bonus bucks and factory-to-dealer incentive good with purchase on selected models. Profit good through 5/30/106. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. We all know Utah is a great sports state. Siegfried & Jensen is a proud sponsor of virtually all of Utah's professional teams. The Jazz, the Bees, the Blaze, the Grizzlies, and Real Soccer. In sports, winning is important. The same is true if you've been injured in an accident. To help ensure victory if you've been injured, you need a winning legal team on your side. Call us at Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
All right, we go to the 9th inning. Chris Butchek on for his 3rd relief appearance on his injury rehab assignment from the Angels, as he had a strained left hamstring. In his 2 appearances, he's given up 1 run on 2 hits. In 2 innings, the run and the hits against Oklahoma here on Friday. Chase Brewer to lead it off. So Chris Butchek on. The first pitch to Brewer. Strike 0-1. Jonathan Rauenhorst came on in the 8th and retired all 3 batters he faced. Butchek ready to pitch. Low, ball 1. Overall, Butchek 2-0 with the Bees and a 5.12 earned run average. Starting to sound more and more like, and you got to go back a long ways for this one. A 1-1 pitch, swung on, popped up. Shallow left center. Pride and Willits conversion. Curtis with the call. And the catch for out number 1. Brings up Nick Tresniak, who's 2 for 3 with a run batted in. The old Dick Tracy cartoon character, Officer Hippo Calorie. So we apologize. I certainly hope that everything's back to normal tomorrow. The pitch, swinging a check swing roller into right field, a base hit. Tresniak tried to check his swing, but the ball hit his bat and rounded into right field in between Kendrick and Morales. Here's Freddie Guzman, who's 1 for 3. turn up the microphone a little bit so maybe you can hear. Needless to say, we will have an abbreviated post-game show. Don't forget ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. The Mets and the Yankees from Shea over on 1320 KFM. The first pitch to Guzman, a fastball, strike, 0-1. First time this has ever happened. The 0-1 pitch. Rip foul outside the bag at first, and the count's 0-2. 7-2 Bees here in the ninth. Again, of the 7 runs for the Bees, 5 of them unearned. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging the ground ball to first. Glove by Morales. Goes to second for 1. Back to first. Safe. Fielder's choice. 3-6 on the force out. Only the speed of Freddie Guzman kept that from being a game-ending double play. Brings up Joaquin Arias now. Reached on an error his last time up. He's 1 for 4. Check ready, the pitch. Fastball off the glove of the catcher Mathis, back to the screen. And on to second base goes Freddie Guzman. So the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at second base, 2 out. Pass ball charged to Mathis, the first pass ball charged to a Bees catcher this year. 1-0 fastball. You go around? Yes, says the umpire at first, and the count's even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Boot check ready, the pitch. Line drive, slicing down the right field line, and just foul. So the count on Arias is 1-2. Arias strolling back to home plate. 7-2 Bees here in the ninth. Guzman, the runner at second. Boot check ready, the 1-2 pitch. Popped up, that should do it. Kendrick, the second baseman, underneath it, and the ball game is over. And the Bees pick up a split in this 4-game series. No runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left. Handshakes and high fives all around. The final score, Bees 7, Oklahoma 2. Back with a recap after this on ESPN 1230.
The game is over, and the fans are headed home. Stay tuned. The 10th inning show is coming up next. You've been listening to Salt Lake Bees Baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.
So, how's your garage life? At Checker Auto Parts, ours is terrific. We work on our cars just like you, and we use stuff like floor jacks, ratchets, air compressors, generators, and all kinds of cordless power tools. Why do I own a special jack just for my motorcycle? Because I can, and so can you. So come to Checker. If you need a better garage life, guess what?
When you take your family out and get a great deal on a big, delicious breakfast, that's getting your Denny's worth. Denny's 3 new Supreme Bowl breakfasts are just $5.99. Denny's Ultimate Bowl starts with country fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and cheese sauce. Then we layer ham and mushrooms, chopped onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. You'll also love Denny's 2 sausage and cheddar bowls or the ham and Swiss bowl, each with bacon, sausage, and pancakes. At just $5.99, that's how to get your Denny's worth.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med1 today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold maintenance program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field. Here are the final totals for the Bees: 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and they left 6 runners on base. For the RedHawks, 2 runs on 10 hits, 4 errors, and 7 runners left on base. The winning pitcher, Stephen Shell, now 1-1. The losing pitcher, Edison Volquez, his record is 3-4. Time of the game, 2 hours, 32 minutes, and the paid attendance, 5,374. We'll try to get through this. Time now for our Mountains West Ranch's defensive play of the game, and it came courtesy of Curtis Pride in the 6th. The pitch. Swung on and look out. Driven to deep left field. Pride going back at the warning track in the wall, and he hangs on for the out. What a play by Curtis Pride, taking extra bases and a run batted it away from Freddie Guzman. And so that is our Mountain West Ranch's defensive play of the game. Endless ATV trails, snowmobiling, hiking, boating, camping, fishing, and spectacular views. Mountains West Ranches Recreation Properties offers great parcels of land at reasonable pricing. Call 1-877-894-5658 or check out www.mwranches.com. It was a score. Bees took a 1-0 lead with runners at first and third and 2 out in the second, when starter Edison Volquez was charged with a balk. That allowed Morales to score. And in the 3rd inning, a run already in. There were 2 on, with 1 out for Kendry Morales. Volquez ready, the pitch to Morales. Line shot, right center field. Nick's on the run, won't get to it. It's up against the wall. In to score, Kendrick. Corno in behind him. Morales in the second base with a 2-run double. And it's now 4-0 Salt Lake. Bees were leading 5-1 in the 6th inning with 2 on and 2 out for Brian Specht. Way back to the track. And Specht was able to come through with a base hit to left field. The pitch. Line drive left field, base hit. Here comes Elwood around third. The ball fumbled by Eldridge and left. He'll come on to score. Throw to third offline. On to second base goes Specht. And the Bees have a 6-2 lead. They would score another run in the 7th on a sac fly by Jeff Mathis. And that would be it for the ball game as the Bees go to 25-17. The RedHawks drop to 17-26. That'll do it for today. Again, we apologize. Hopefully the voice will be back tomorrow as the Bees take on the New Orleans Zephyrs. 6:30 game time will be on the air at 6:10. Once again in 2 hours, 32 minutes. And in front of 5,374, the Bees 7, Oklahoma 2. Steve Markey saying so long from the ballpark.
Boys of summer play here.
Drive hit to right field. Kershaw hits it out.
On ESPN Radio 1230 AM. KJQS Murray, Salt Lake City.